Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss about a seed tells a farmer story from Environmental Studies CBSE syllabus class 5. Children, here is seed telling about himself. I am a small bajra seed. I have stayed in the beautiful wooden box since from 1940. I want to tell you my story. This is a long story but not mine alone. This is also the story of my farmer Bamji Bai and his family. If I do not tell my story to now, it might be too late. I was born in Vangam in Gujarat. That year there was a good bajra crop. There was a festive mood in the village. Our area was famous for its grain and vegetables. Each year, Damaji Bai kept aside some seeds from a good crop. This way, our bajra family went to from one generation to another generation. Good seeds were stored in a dried gourd which has coated with mud. But that year, Damachi Bai himself made a strong wooden box to store us. He put in neem leaves to protect us from insects. He put different seeds in different compartments of the box. That was our beautiful home. In those days, Damaji Bai and his cousins lived together. It was a large family. Everyone in the village helped each other, even in farming. When the crop was ready and harvested, everyone has celebrated together. Oh, those days are wonderful days with a big feast and lots of to eat. In that winter, it would be time to enjoy the undhya, a kind of stew. All the vegetables were put into a clay pot along with fresh spices. The pot was sealed with kept between hot coals. The two vegetables cooked slowly in the special cooker on the fields. Oh, I forgot that pot was placed upside down. That is why the dish was called as undhiya or upside down in Gujarati. Undhiya would be eaten with the bajra rotis freshly cooked on the chulha. On what an earthy delicious flavor. Along with that, homemade butter, curd, buttermilk was served. Farmers would grow many kinds of crops, grains, and vegetables according to the season. The farmers kept enough for their needs and sold the rest to the shopkeepers from the city. From farmers also grew cotton, and some families spun cotton on chakra spin wheel to make a cloth. Children, let us discuss when time changes what happened. Over the years, many changes took place in the village. Some places could not get water from the canal, and they said that canal brought water from far away, where a dam had been built on a big river. Then the electricity came, switch on the button, and there was no light. People found that only one or two crops like wheat and cotton got better prices in the market. So most farmers began to grow only this. Soon we old friends like bajra and jowar and also vegetables were often forgotten and dismissed even from Damaji Bai fields. Farmers even began to buy seeds from the market. People said that they were new kinds of seeds, so farmer did not need to store seeds from the old crop. Now, people in the village cooked and ate together only on very special days. As they ate, they would remember how tasty the food used to be in the past. How the tasty food used to be in the past, fresh from the fields. When the seeds have changed, how could food ever taste the same? The Amaji Bai was getting old. His son Hasmukh looked after the fields and the family. Hasmukh was making a lot of money for farming. He rebuilt the old house. He brought new machines for farming. He used an electric motor to pump water. He brought a motorcycle to go to the city easily, and also a tractor to plug the field. The tractor could do in a day, and what the bullocks would take many days to do. Hasmukh would says that now we are farming wisely. We grow only what we can sell in the market at a good price. With profits from our fields, we can improve our lives. We can make our progresses lying forgotten in the wooden box. I and the other seeds had our doubts. Is all this really progress? There is no longer and needs for seeds like us and animals like the bullocks after the tractors had came. Even people who worked on the field are now no longer needed. How will they earn money? What will they live on? All these things were going into my mind. Children, let us discuss about more and more expenses. The next 20 years saw even more changes. Without cows and buffaloes, there was no cow dung to be used in the fields as fertilizer. Hasmukh had to buy expensive fertilizer. The new kinds of seeds were such that the crops were easily affected by harmful insects. Medicines had to be sprayed on the crops to keep away the insects. Oh, what a bad smell this had, and how expensive these were. The canal water was not enough for the new crops. All the farmers are pumped to lift water from deep under the ground. To meet all these expenses, loans had been to be taken from the bank. Whatever a little profit was made was used to repay the loan, but there was a little profit. Children, everyone was growing cotton so that the cotton prices were not as high as before. The soil itself was no longer the same. Growing the same crop over and using so many chemicals had affected the soil so much that now nothing could grow as well there. It was becoming difficult to earn a living by farming alone. Hasmukh too changed with this the time. He is often tense and angry most of the time. His educated son Paresh did not want to do farming. He now started work as a truck driver. After all the bank loans still he had to repay. Often Paresh does not come home for days. At times he is away for a week. 2 days back when he came home, Paresh started looking for something. Ba, he asked his mother, where is Dadaji? Wooden box seed. It will be useful to keep the screws and tools for the truck. Now, do you understand why I told you my story? Children, let us discuss an incident which was happened in December 2007. So this incident was happened in Tuesday 18th December 2007. Andhra Pradesh farmers in Andhra Pradesh, they have been sent to a jail for not being able to pay back their loans. They had suffered a big loss in farming. One of these farmers, Nallappa Reddy, had taken a bank loan of 24,000. To repay the loan, he had to take another loan from a private money lender at very high rate of interest. Children, even after repaying 34,000, Reddy could not repay their entire loan. Reddy says the bank sends farmer to jail for paying back small loans. But what about the big businessmen? They take loans for crores of rupees. Nothing happens to them when they do not return the money. Nallappa Reddy's story is shared by thousands of farmers in India who are suffering from huge losses. The situation is so bad that many farmers see no way out of this expect to commit suicide. After, according to government figures, 150,000 farmers have died like this between 1997 to 2005. this number may be much higher. Children, here we can read a small story about Bhaskarabai farm. As we entered his farm, we were surprised. There were dead leaves, wild plants, and grass wherever. Some of the tree branches seemed so dry as if eaten by insects. At the place, we saw some plants with colorful leaves. Why this? Bhaskarabai said. They were croton plants which gave him a single when the soil became dry. We were surprised how he planned that the roots of the croton do not go into the deep onto the ground. So when the top layer of the soil becomes dry, the croton leaves bend and become limp. This signal tells Bhaskarabai which the part of his farm needs to be watered. We found that the soil is soft and crumbly. We could see tall coconut trees full of fresh coconuts. We thought that must be using some special fertilizers. Bhaskarabai said he does not buy any fertilizers made in factories. His soil is fertile because of all the dried leaves which slowly rotted and mixed with it. He dug the soil a little and told us to look. He saw thousands of earthworms. There are soil best. These are my soil's best friend, he said. The earthworms are often the soil as they kept digging underneath to make tunnels. This way, air and water can easily get into the soil. The earthworms also eat the dried leaves and plants, and their dropping fertile the soil. Parvin told us about this uncle in the city who has dug a pit in the garden. He put dried leaves in the pit along with all the kitchen wastes, peels of vegetables and fruits, and leftover food. He also had earthworms in the pit. They turn the waste into the compost, means natural fertilizer, so his uncle gets good fertilizer without spending extra money. We all had some fresh coconuts from the farm. They were really tasty. We also learned how much about a new way of farming. Good members. Children, now let us discuss the journey of bajra seed from a field to plate. Children, what you can see in each picture on the next page. In the picture 2, you can see the bajra cobs in the mortar, means used for crushing. The cobs are crushed with a pestle and the seeds are separated from the cob. You can see the separated seeds in picture 3. Now this work is also done by big machines like threshers. We call both these as different technologies, using our hands or big machines to crush the seeds. So what technology could have been used to cut the stem in a picture? What do you think it is being done by a grinder? Let us look into the picture 4. What ways the technologies would have been used to work shown in the picture 5 and 6. You can see that the dough is ready in picture 6. When do you think it is a sieve would have been used? Children, now let us discuss about the process of farming. Children, for any living being, food is a basic necessity. For food, we depend on plants and animals. In small place, ancient men started cultivating food and using some procedures for their management and enhancement. Agriculture is the name of this practice of crop cultivation. Good soil, environment, and seasons are not sufficient in agricultural to produce a high quality of product. It needs a series of producers that must be followed, and steps are to be taken to grow crops are known as agricultural practices. So, children, let us discuss the process of farming. There are some criteria to be considered during formation, including the type of crop, soil conditions, weather, and so on. Farmers determine the crop is to be cultivated at what time of the year and location. Based on this criteria, along with some of the following process are to be followed. Let us discuss about soil preparation before the farming. Children, the soil on which it is to be grown is prepared by plugging, leveling, and manuring before growing a crop. The method of loosening and digging the soil using a plug is called as plugging machine. It leads to proper aeration of the soil. In the method of leveling, the soil is uniformly dispersed and leveled after plugging. The soil then becomes manured. Now let us discuss about sowing. The primary process of sowing is the collection of seeds from good quality crop trains. These seeds are spread in the field after the soil preparation, and this is to be considered as sowing. Sowing can be carried out by hand, manually, or using seed drilling machines also. In a small region, certain crops like paddy are first raised into seedling and then transplanted to the main field. Now let us discuss about manuring. To get a good field, crops require nutrients. Before the supply of nutrients is required at the frequent intervals. Manuring is the phase in which the nutritional supplements are obtained and the natural or chemical substance can be these supplements. Manure is the result of animals and plant wastes for decay. Fertilizers are chemicals composed of nutrients from plants and are commercially produced. Let us discuss about irrigation. Irrigation is the water supply from ponds, wells, lakes, dams, canals, and so on can be a water source. Over irrigation may lead to the crop being waterlogged and destroyed. The frequency and interval must be regulated between successive irrigation process. Now let us study the next process of weeding. The unwanted plants that grow between the crops are weeds. By using weeding machines, they can be extracted manually by removing them with the hands, and others are extracted during soil preparation. The next process is harvesting. Until the crop is matured, cut and collected is known as harvesting method. Grains are isolated from the chaff by either crushing or manually on some small scale after harvesting. Now let us discuss about stores. Grains fielded are proceed for eventually use for marketing in granaries or bins at godowns. Therefore, crop protection strategies need to be stronger. Cleaning, drying, fumigation, and so on are performed to be before storage to protect the grains from pests and rodents. Now then let us discuss about packaging. Children, rice is transported as bulk cargo as break bulk in bags means 100 kg of bag woven as jute fabric. Rice is also packed in a smaller 500 kg plastic bags and transported into cartons. The packing size should be so selected that the dimensions of the individual areas, molds or area module multiplies are conformed to the conventional pallet sizes. And now lastly discuss about transportation. After packing the seeds, grains, the grain should be transported through ship, rail, truck, etc. And the container transport we can transport through bulk containers subject to appropriate to pre-drying to the product to OPREX. After completing all this process, grain farmers can sell the harvested and stored their crops for later sale. Commodity futures or market options and cash contracts give a crop and the livestock producers that opportunity to price before delivery. Thank you.